Right, welcome everybody. Sorry, it's taken a minute to start speaking with you. I was busy talking to the guys here on Discord. So, welcome to Zurich and welcome to this flight. It's actually a test flight, but I figured I'm going to do the next leg of my European tour for the VA, so I might as well incorporate everything all together. Okay, so this version that I've got is 2.1b. And there's a specific piece of code in here that Zibo uses to find faults. All right, start some of the stuff we've been discussing in the background. So that will run. I'll send the log file when I'm done, and you can analyze and hopefully fix a couple of things for us. So I'm almost set up, but there's... Sorry, no, she's talking. Right, so... not done, sorry. There's something else I can show you, which is new, which is coming. Okay, right? I just got ice cream in the winter. I'm not going to complain. That's actually a good gift. So for those of you using xEnviro, this is the latest beta. And the big thing, apart from bug fixes and enhancements and stuff, is the SimBrief integration. So if you go to your SimBrief tab and you put in your actual SimBrief username, you can retrieve your information. There it gives you all the winds and stuff for the flight plan. So you get winds and temperatures, okay? And it gives you it at different levels. This is something I demonstrated in Flight Sim 2020 the other day. It works exactly the same. So if you want to take your realism to the next step and you want to start adding there from top of climb until top of descent, all those winds, you can put that in the route data. We might as well go through that just now as well, just to show you guys what's spotting. Okay, so that's the one thing that you get, and then if you click on search, it pre-populates your departure, your arrival, your actual first, which comes from our VA. We've got a alternate specified, and then SimBrief suggests a second one as well. So it gives you your TAF as well as your METAR. So that just makes life a little bit easier. As you fly, it's easy enough to just click the search button to update if you feel that it needs to update. Right, so that's a neat little new thing. Then someone else was talking, and it's basically caught my eye, okay, for no other reason than it's just caught my eye. I want to actually try and use SAM right here where we're at. I haven't used SAM since the day I walked away from it. It's just something I just distanced myself from. So I just want to have a look, see what's happening, if it's usable, if it's not usable, and whatever. I'm not going to comment too much on it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. End of story. So let's quickly also just look at search. We need equivalence of 1015, and then I know this is set up as well. Right, so for our purposes, we're going to go to SAM, main window. In fact, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to go outside. Right, we've already clicked the button. We've downloaded the information from SimBrief. We have all the information available now. In XP11, where I lost it, I just couldn't handle it anymore, is from this page to the next page. This application couldn't remember the values. It was impossible. Then we found it a couple of days it was working, and the next moment it just stopped working, and I just left it. So anyway, I suppose we need to click start flight. We have the jetway already connected, so I'm not worried about that. Aircraft variant. Right, so I want to see what happens if I click on stairs. Don't say anything. Okay, well, there we've got the loaders. Right, so, and there we've got the stairs now. Okay, so that is a potential problem. Can we go back? Okay, well, let's go to the OFB. Then it seems we need to fill in a couple of bits and pieces of information that did not come through. Okay, calculator time. We've got 158 times 79, and that gives us 1242. Catering, cleaning, baggage, kilograms. No, I'm lying. That's not true. We need to take 150. Sorry, so sorry. We need a calculator. We need to take 158 times 25. The package is 3950. Right, the cargo is 1.8. Hello SFX, hello Steve, welcome guys. I'm horsing around, so now I'm saying load. Not sure if that is part of our crew coming, but far to see. That looks like a Bowser actually. Yeah, at SAM 3 for XP12, somebody was saying that it's not working with the Zibo, right? So I don't know what he means. And for that purpose, I decided to actually now come and run it and see, what I can see. Now, the catering equipment did not arrive. The crew bus did not arrive. It seems, I don't know. Listen, I haven't used this in a long time, right? So at the end of the day, it could be that it's waiting for a timer. We have to see. It doesn't look as if cleaning is happening. It looks like cargo is busy happening. Baggage is not happening. So according to these timers, I think these things might appear later on. I don't know. I can't remember. Or if they change it, I wouldn't know, because this is the first time I'm using it in 12. The funny thing is, now that door is opening. Funny thing is, people like funny and gimmicky things like this, so. Okay, we're going to let this timer run, because it's going to take, if I look at this timer, depending on which of these ones will run concurrent, we're looking at a good 20-30 minutes load time. So I'm just going to take my time. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like the livery as well. Very, very nice. Nice. We can start setting up. I don't use VATSIM SFX, by the way. I missed your comment earlier there. We use IBERA. We've tried using VATSIM. Every now and then we get a couple of guys come in here and they say, ooh, we need to do VATSIM. And then we plan a VATSIM thing and then they just never pitch up. So I've given up on the VATSIM thing completely. Unless the guys are serious, nah. Yeah, but you need to ask support. I mean, you need to get the latest version and run it. I don't see why it wouldn't open. But speak to their support guys. They must surely be able to help you. LSZH EHAM. Now, I've just remembered something. I hope this thing doesn't bomb out when I do this. When I fly into EHAM, I need to do this. Otherwise, I get abysmal frames. I think that's what I did the last time. Hope it doesn't bomb out now. SFX, I can't remember. Let me have a look quickly. On explain.to. Let's see if explain.to has got it, then you can get it there. If not, no, then it's VIP. So let me just have a look quick. TO. Explain.to. Yeah, no, that's a VIP one, it seems. That's my liberties that is shared. So go have a look there. Those are the ones that I do share. Welcome to grab them. Just make sure they're not all specifically for Zibo, right? There are other aircraft in there as well, so just be careful. Woohoo, we didn't bomb out. Now let's see what happened to Sam. It looks like Sam has disappeared. Scotsman. Yeah, obviously I'm muted, yeah. My daughter came up the steps and the dogs was barking and going crazy, so I muted it. Now I'm sitting here chatting nicely with myself, damn it. Thank you for asking. Yes. No, I'm not muted. Okay, what I was saying is we can't enter a zero fuel weight. We now have to wait for the weight, the gross weight, to come into play. You know, so Sam is obviously messing with us a little bit, yeah. It's doing its own little thing. So once Sam is done, we can enter our payload and continue. If we go to customize, I can't remember exactly which setting it is. There's the one, external payload. Let's just enable it. Let's see if Sam can actually load this thing for us. See, now it says 0. Sam is not loading it, it seems. Yeah, no, you have to ask. You have to ask. Otherwise, I'm going to sit here the whole time. You're going to wonder what's wrong with me. Right, so external payload is not kicking in, so cookies, we will go and just disable it. Then once Sam is done, we'll just, our own value there. So while it's busy loading, it's just going to confuse the whole story. Okay, in the interim, then what I said was let's just continue loading what we can. This is all going to change anyway, so let's just wait this out. This thing needs to finish its loading. I still don't see any other trucks or any other SAM equipment. It's just the basics. Okay, well, let's fast track it. Why wait?
Ground service is finished.
Right, so I think it was 18.2. Give us good evening. 18.2, 6.3. That's fine. All right, then let's get into this thing. Perfect. Sure, it's taken all the new values. It's fine. This will change. It's fine.
Ready for pre-flight procedure. Trim up.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect. Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Before start procedure.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure complete. Ready for before start checklist.
Eh? I remember in the old days there was something that if you came to this screen, it would kick off the power if you didn't have APU running or something. I can't specifically remember, but it was something like that. Let's go.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Good evening, Uncle John. Welcome.
Evening, Nico.
Start number 2 engine.
Evening, everybody.
What do you mean visual mode? I'm not with you, Scotsman. Start number 2 engine. Start number 2 engine. Oh, come on. Start number 2 engine. Believe it or not,
Starting number 2 engine.
I was not focused on explaining. That's why she didn't hear me. The moment I clicked there, she listened again. Interesting.
N2.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Starter cutout.
Thanks, Scotsman. Oh, I'm not familiar with that. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Well, I hope he waits for me.
Hose disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you, Mr. Ground Handling Guy. Yeah, he's on a setting, as far as I can remember now, and I've closed it, of ignore the aircraft limits. That's the only setting I saw, but we can go
Starter
back check
cutout.
later.
Engine start procedure complete.
I gotcha. Right, so one of the things that some people have and some people do not have is these little thingies go out of alignment. So what happens is now it's perfect. You can see you can move your yoke, you let go, it comes back to center, right? What we found is, and it happened to me now once, and this is also one of the things we're testing. After you fly and you disconnect your autopilot on finals to actually land with your own hands, these things go like this. They either go to the right or they go to the left. And what I've also found is my elevator got stuck somewhere in the top. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I've now experienced it once, and that's part of the test flight for this evening to check that it doesn't happen when we disconnect the autopilot. Alright, so if you see that on Facebook or somewhere else, you'll remember I spoke about it. So we are aware, we're trying to figure out why it does it. I've had it twice. I had it in one of the RC internal builds, and I've now had it once today in a previous, also private build, this 2.1A. And now I'm doing 2.1B to see if we can Zibo fix that for us. So we'll check it. Right, and the other thing is, while I was reading through the change logs, I noticed a few versions ago Zibo fixed the cameras already, and I completely forgot to go and check it again. I'm sure somebody would have moaned if it wasn't, but I found it in the change log. We did put it there. Good, let's go. Let's go chase that guy, see if we can beat him. Okay. Interesting. How's it, Rab? I see you came in here as well. Uncle John, how was your day then?
Beautiful day. The Zibo. Can't beat it.
Okay.
On flight number 4.
Oh, you're kidding me? Serious?
Negative. I don't tell fibs.
No, that's not a fib. I just thought you were pulling my leg. Wow. There is a setting to enable it or disable it, but it's not going to affect anything else. Scotsman. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist. Stabilized.
Now you're using the follow-up me truck, are you?
Yeah, I just wanted to see it. First time that I've used it that I recall. Oh. Flaps.
Takeoff thrust set.
Flaps, move it. Looks like I'm gonna need it at this rate,
80
Scotsman.
knots. Throttle hold.
Come on. Flaps.
Ready for before taxi procedure.
We made it.
Flaps 5 set. V1. Rotate.
Crazy flippin' test pilots, you know. That is a prime example of do as I say, don't do as I do.
Acceleration altitude.
Rap.
Hello.
Let me try share my screen here quickly. I want to show you. I've got the new beta for xEnviro with the SimBrief integration already in X-Plate.
Well, that enough to explain it.
Yeah, so we've got it in 2020 now officially, and this was my test model here.
Still not tried it yet. Try it tomorrow probably.
What are you specifically testing, Nico?
Zibo's got code in the system here that analyzes the Zibo mod basically and looks for problems. So I'm testing specifically the alignment of the ailerons and things after the autopilot disconnect on finals, because they go wonky sometimes, and then also the spoilers and relationship with the reverse thrusters and things. So the flight to get there is just the bonus, but yeah.
So have you got some additional software running as well?
Well, yeah, the specific
Approaching
model that
transition.
Zibo gave me, this version of the Zibo mod includes that.
Gotcha.
Transition altitude. Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Yeah, Scotsman, those are the things that xEnviro are still working on, buddy. Still in production. Remember, they said their first priority now is to get all the old functions working again, proper in XP12. So that's all part of that.
Yeah, the big thing though is they seem to have got the winds under control now.
Yes. Well, Scotsman, there's another thing that you might not have heard is this version, this new one, will also be XP11 compatible. So they're going to put the SimBrief thing into the XP11 one and kind of like unify that function as well. So I think that's why it's taking a little bit longer for them to release it, because they need to make sure they don't mess up what they have in 11, you know? I personally think it's going to be better than the 11 version because we've got a better weather engine platform, you know, so we'll see. Hello, Jerry. Are you still flying, Uncle John?
I am indeed, sir.
Where are you off to now?
Give me a sec.
Oh, I've got you. I've got you on the map.
Okay. I've got just over an hour still to go.
Okay. Well, I'm only going to earn my money during the landing, basically, from short finals further, so at least I can get some brownie points on the VA with this flight as well now.
You remember to start your ACARs?
Yes, sir.
Good. I've never loved the Zibo more than I do at the moment. It's
Really?
amazing.
Good.
The strides that he's made in the last 2.5 weeks is out of this world.
Yep.
He's been relentless.
That is true, sir. Hello, William. Hello, Magnus. Are you gonna like it, William? I'm pretty sure you will. Thanks, Scotsman. Yeah, I'm coming in on runway 36 right because up until very recently, and I can actually check it quickly, they were landing on 36 right as well as the one next to it. Let me get the designator. I can't remember offhand what it is. My Navigraph is acting funny. I don't know if they've got a server problem or what, but damn it, it's also very wonky now. Come on. Come on. Really? I don't know what Navigraph's doing. And I can't see my charts. I can't zoom in well enough to see what it's supposed to show or not. 06 and 36 right are the two active runways. Now, for some reason, they only currently land at 06, but I'm not going to change it. I'm going to fly 36 right and get it over with. It's not going to be that big problem. Okay, I have just updated explain.to and there's the link if you guys want another way to download the Zibo mod. Now it's up to date and on par with the rest, except for our internal test models like I'm flying here, but that's it. So you can grab it from there as well. Right, and just a quick mention. I see a lot of people are unfamiliar or feel strange about the version numbers. The previous model, when Zibo changed into XP12, he started calling them early access models. Okay, now the early access models was based upon the version number 3.56, and at the end of it, in brackets, we had the EA 1.1 up to 6.17. Okay, so we didn't really go backwards when we are now calling this version 4, because the original version number is 3.56. Version 4 is now the successor. It is the natural next one, you know, if you skip a few in between, but it's going forward. And so don't stare yourself blind in that. The early access models were like just betas of betas, okay? Now this is a full release candidate. So from version 3.56, the next full version obviously is 4. Okay, and I hope that makes sense to you. So don't get confused. Right, I better start setting up. Magnus, I just love this feature. I obviously didn't see it or perceive it the same in 2020, but I presume it's going to work the same. I mean, this thing actually remembers in X-Plane these ICAO codes, and every time you open it, it does the refresh. So I love it. This is awesome. Then I don't have to type it. It's really cool. So EHAM 1021. Okay, I'm going to leave it as that. I really love that feature. One. Perfect. Yeah, if my perception or my recollection is correct, what happened was it showed it once, and then thereafter you had to go do the search, but I'll have to go and check again just for my own peace of mind. But yeah, no, brilliant feature. Love it. Love it. You know what? It is late and I did forget. I still wanted to actually use the SimBrief wins in the route data. Let's quickly go have a look. See if we can maybe spot one or two that we can change quickly. Legs and then the route data. Right tax, and we are at 360, so it's going to be similar. Not exactly the same, but similar. 352 at 03. Tax. Rimba. 043 at 12. 12. That's kilo. Hang on, I done that. Rimba, kilo. Yeah, that's right. Kilo, 043 at 12. Right. So the rest should now come from the descent forecast. Okay, because those are from Bub down, it should be in the descent forecast. Gilom, let's do Gilom still. 3 at 12. Okay, no, that's fine. And you can see then, okay, it switches over again. So that's about the usefulness of that for now. And then it's going to obviously take, that will be the initial winds, and then coming down it's going to change with those winds, forecast winds. Oh, you're going to have to ask the guy who writes the VEBIT tab, huh? Yeah, that is a nice plan. I must be honest, really cool plan. The more you can get into the aircraft, you know, and out of pop-ups and additional stuff, you know, the better. It all depends on the devs, if they can work together and find common ground and things like that, I suppose. At the end of the day. I mean, if Avitab doesn't want to play ball, you know, maybe we could have another window over here and call it weather or something, you know. So Magnus and I can maybe speak to Zibo, have weather over here. You know, so
Ready for
that's
descent
another
to
option.
seabed.
There's space. Magnus, let's talk about that a little bit. Maybe I have a button here. Something that you can click and get some info here. Ooh. That will be cool. Yeah, the one thing that if we do something like that, I'll speak to Zibo, obviously. If we put it in here, we want a magnifying button so we can just make the writing a little bit bigger. I know, I've heard the rumors, Magnus. Yes, I know. See, this writing is very good when I sit close by, but I'm getting old now. My glasses, you know, is forcing me to sit a little bit closer to the screen to read these ones. So if we put it into there, the back, we have to have just a plus or a minus sign so we can just enlarge it a little bit. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, no, I think we get on a good track. Yes, Scotsman, it's such a pain in the ass. I've got 2 pairs of glasses I walk around with. The one's for driving and just walking around, and the other one's for reading now. Ah.
You're moaning, you're not even 50. You weren't, you're 75.
Oh, Uncle John, yeah, look, I mean, it's new to me, so. What do you mean, Christer? What do you mean? I'm using a beta non-public release. Okay, so if you want this kind of facility with a SimBrief integration, you're just gonna have to wait until it gets released to the public. But this is so far what we're testing. Yeah, Scotsman, I know the feeling. And the funny thing is, my wife, she is so self-conscious when it comes to the glasses that she only wears them at home when she works if she has to. No problem, Christer. I had an idea that's what you meant, but I wasn't sure, so hopefully I answered you proper. It's really nice, this one, Christer. If you just input your SimBrief name, you can retrieve your OFP with all the wins and everything like you and I have discussed, you see. So there's all your wins now, on all the waypoints on all the different levels. And then if you go to search, it auto-populates for you. So you don't have to go and type this in anymore. It's there. And then, you know, if you want to, you can click search, it will update it. Or if you close it long enough, I think it determines that it's been closed for a while and there might be an update. I actually saw it automatically update as well. So that's really cool.
Approach top of descent.
Scotsman, then what you need to do is you need to take screenshots and put it on the forum so Zibo can see. That's as easy as that. We're getting closer and closer. Yeah, the problem is if you see my messenger and my direct messaging on other platforms and stuff, everybody runs to me with all the stuff. I can't possibly share everything with Zibo. Apart from the fact that I forget, I don't always understand what people are talking about. Obviously, mostly I do, but you know, it's a personal thing. And if I don't have it and I can't reproduce it, I can't show him. You know, and at the end of the day, you know, I'm just a post box and I'm sitting right in the middle. So the best thing for anybody watching, not just you, Scotsman, for anybody watching is, if you have an issue, put it on the forum. And take screenshots, take video, and give all the relevant information, guys, so we can try and replicate it. If we can't replicate something, we can't fix it. It's impossible. Yeah, I know. There are a lot of people like you. I mean, it is so. And we don't hold it against you, don't worry. But it is nice every now and then to just hear something or see something. Yeah, you can't, Magnus, you can't. It's impossible. It's nice in a, you know, normal conversation to just maybe mention one or two things. But you can't analyze, you can't dissect, you can't really come up with proper solutions. Most of the time I'm on the road, you know, and I'm sitting on my mobile phone. I don't even have access to all my tools. How must I do it? You know, and you know, best to go to support. Go to the forum. We'll pick it up there. Thank you, Uncle John. Yeah, but somebody's got to do it. Not entirely what I wanted. I just want to get rid of that thing. Preferences. Matic. Mute overlay. That's probably one.
Rev save.
No. No. Probably that one then.
Rev save. Rev save.
Oh. Whatever. Who's that, Mac?
Yes, I have arrived. All going smoothly?
So far so good, yeah. The money shot
Is on landing, yeah,
Yes.
I gathered that. Might as well announce it here. All the VA members have had their June assignment set. Nico.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for that, Mac.
You're welcome. So, Mac, Yes.
I don't know if you heard me earlier. I'll just repeat it for you, and if they are new viewers, they'll appreciate it too. 2 versions ago, I had it once, and this morning I had it again. After I disconnect my autopilot, the ailerons roll out. So, on the previous model where it happened, it rolled to the left. And then on this model, well, the one of this morning, the previous one, it rolled to the right. And the elevator got stuck in nose up position. Okay?
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
So Zibo's checking that. I hope he's fixed that. We'll check. And then the other thing is still the spoilers and reverse thrust issue. He's still analyzing that. This is now the second time third time I'm gonna report back on that as well.
Yeah. I didn't appreciate the autopilot one causing problems.
Yep. Yeah, the moment you disconnect it, the system goes and jumps to weird places. I've seen a handful of people complain about it. And then this morning somebody said to me, have you seen it? And I said, no, I didn't, because I only saw it in the RC models that we had, in internal builds, never in the production model. So I haven't seen it, and I mean I was busy flying, and truce, Bob. As I disconnected my autopilot at the same.
Ah.
Yeah.
I suppose that might be because the autopilot's running on the FMC and everything, which is running on the C coding,
Mm.
and maybe it's a timing issue because you're probably reverting back to the laminar elect.
Ex-Lua. Yeah. So there's a little mismatch there. Jade,
Yeah.
sorry, Mac. JT, that's xEnviro. You get it with xEnviro, this one. This is xEnviro.
Yeah.
I'm standard with the package. Now, this is a beta test. The production model that is purchasable right now and available doesn't have it yet. Once it's released, you guys will get it too if you buy it. But yeah, that's xEnviro. I'm loving xEnviro just more and more, man. Just every day. That together with this auto also has made such a huge difference in X-Plane. It's almost indescribable. For me, it's definitely worth it. I know a couple of guys here that can't use it for some reason. So I'm not sure what they have or don't have on their systems that's limiting them. But for me and the guys here that do use it, we love it. I mean, it is using so much less space than normal orthos. And everywhere you fly, you know, it's just there. Look, it streams it. It's just cool. It's just there. You don't have to make them specifically anymore. It's lovely. If you want yeah, if you want my installation video, you must just PM me here on Discord. I'll give you a link to my video. I don't share it publicly. It's only on request. So if you want it, I can send it to you.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches on.
Dankie, Linda. Yeah, JT, I deleted all my other orthos completely. I don't have anything left. I only use this version now. No. No, oh, nee. No. Come on. Can you guys still hear me? No, come on. Right, can you guys hear me again?
Yes, I can hear you.
Alright, I was sitting here anxiously waiting, hoping the stream didn't bomb out. I think it's the EHAM scenery loading in. It froze me up completely there for many seconds.
Yeah, it's buffered here on stream, but it's
sorry,
okay.
guys. Okay.
It's okay.
So I don't know what you guys heard or not, but JT, no, I don't use SimHaven. I gave up on SimHaven a long time ago. I can't use it. SimHaven, I can't use it at all. And as much as I like the guy who makes it, I cannot understand his version of English. So, I don't know. I just gave up on it. Yeah, thanks, Christopher. Man, I got a bit anxious there. Everything just froze up, but it freezes so badly that I see nothing on the equalizer here, so I'm not sure if you can hear me. I can't move the mouse even. It just freezes the whole machine. Just stops. Right there. Crazy. YouTube just sent me a message. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. It's not a lie.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches on. Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Okay, I just
Flight
realized.
level 100. Landing lights switches on.
Linda, come on. I just realized that as far as I know, the authors will stop in this block. This is default explain that you guys see, I think, because of that EHAM scenery flight damper. Blots the whole block out. They only give you the little bit of ortho that's part of their scenery. There's no orthos right now. Mac, you know who told me also about this aileron issue where the aircraft is kind of off when you disconnect the pilot, the autopilot? Was Antonio Beauty.
Okay, yeah.
He showed me some stuff the other day as well.
Some of the reasons why I'm thinking it's a timing issue between C++ and XLua is because it's not happening to everybody.
Yeah.
Now, you need to look at how many cores or threads or how much CPU power is being used, whether it's all running flat out, looking at timings and so forth.
Yeah.
I mean, I might be barking up the wrong tree.
But it's an option.
I'll stand against the wall and Zibo can shoot me.
Now, Christian, these guys don't make their scenery like that. They block it out. That's a famous story.
Yeah.
So as you get closer, they've got a small bits and pieces of ortho, but the rest they just block it out.
Yes, ortho in airport scenery can be
It could be a
bit
pain
of a
in the
nightmare. Yeah, yeah. Yes, we want the good imagery, but it can cause problems. Depends how they do it.
Mm.
I wonder if Oscar's getting any closer to getting the new version of Ortho for XP to work.
In his last statement, he said he's waiting on laminar.
I know. I'm just wondering whether there's been any progress there.
They're probably rewriting the ATC engine back. We'll have to wait for him to finish that.
Yeah. Well, we know that they've got some headaches with updating the gateway scenery anyway. To make it all XP12 compatible for FPS, etc.
So Mac, from here on, my next flight is to Dublin. Then it is to Veigar. Then it is to, I think it's Reykjavik. What's it, Greenland, Iceland, that way.
Yeah, Reykjavik's Iceland, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm coming back Belfast. So this tour is, I think I'm over halfway now, but there's still quite a few legs to go.
Oh, we're still looking for ideas as to how to represent this European tour in the. And we tried to make an award badge, yes.
Yeah.
I've got several features to discuss with you, not on stream, obviously, about the VA at the moment. A couple of queries.
Yeah. Mac, if we can do it tomorrow, I respectfully ask. As I'm sitting here.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
I'm
off
can't do
date.
it tomorrow. I can't do it tomorrow.
Well, when
I'm
you're
out
ready.
tomorrow.
When you're ready, Mac.
Yeah.
Just
No
not
panic.
now.
No,
at this point in
it's
time,
fine.
my mind's tired.
Yeah,
Transition
no, it's
level.
fine.
Ready for
Get an
approach
early
checklist.
night tonight then, Nico.
Try.
You can't blame the heat for keeping you awake.
Hello, Tommy. Welcome. Hello, Vim.
Good evening, everybody.
Mac, one more thing.
Yeah.
Just private, personal stuff now. That car salesman came back to me late in the day today.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It's like I still don't trust the guy, but he's now indicated he'll take the car for the inspection tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll have to see what he does.
But is that an inspection by somebody you trust?
Yes.
Or somebody?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I initially thought.
Is he backhanded the person already?
No, I told him. I told my friend, if I catch you taking a bribe to screw me with this car, we'll have a talk, you and me. No, anyway. Yeah, we'll see. No, it's going to one of my buddies.
Why am I always suspicious, Nico?
Mac, the world has made us.
Yeah.
Sadly, it has.
Yeah.
Just know them.
Radio altimeter.
Oh, Neil reported very positive feedback on that Belgrade airport speaker.
Good. Good.
Cabin crew,
Right, so
take
we've
your
got
seats,
the
prepare for landing.
speed brake armed. Everything, as you can see on the display, there is in balance.
Yeah.
Ooh, wind shear. Look at that.
Where's it showing the wind shear?
It was on the PFD. Big red letters
Yeah, the warning, but
Flaps
there was no
15 set.
indication on there.
on the ending.
No. I don't know whether it shows it, does it?
No, I don't think it does. I've never seen it.
I think the latest one, it shows the direction and distance
Taxi
where the
lights
wind
on.
shear is.
Flaps 30 set. Ready for landing checklist.
Which runway are we landing on?
B6 right.
Right.
Yeah, the wind
500.
has significantly
Clear to
changed.
land runway 36 right.
500.
We're landing with a tailwind. My goodness. Thank
Well,
you.
it's either- save you 10 minutes taxi time anyway.
Oh, look at that
300.
FPS dip. Yeah.
Approaching decision height. 200.
Minimum.
Minimums.
Stall on me now. Right, so once I land, I'm just going to quickly pause, go outside,
50,
have a look
40,
see.
30, 20, 10.
Pause. Right, there's no spoilers.
Reverse unlocked.
Ooh, okay, there we
Speed
go.
brake
Now
up.
I pull the reverse lever, and there they are. Sorry, I struggle to drive like this, so I'm not
Auto
drunk,
braking
guys. I'm
loose.
just not a good Xbox player. Okay, now I'm going to increase. All right, at least now they stay up when I increase my
Stabilized.
thrust reversers, Mac.
Yeah, I'm
60
waiting. So you're now
Yeah.
going to pull them back.
Great landing. You are professional.
And now
And
they go and lie down, which they shouldn't.
They shouldn't do until you actually accelerate the engines in forward thrust.
Exactly. So there is still a little bit of confusion
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Or I believe that's how it works, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Stabilized.
Right, so the code that I have, this version of the Zibo Mac actually includes debug code. So
Yeah.
I need
yeah,
to send Zibo the log file now. And then obviously it's got the video to look at. So whoop, whoop.
That's something for Zibo to get his teeth into.
Oh, there's some changes, Nico, in version 4.
Plenty of changes, yeah.
Or introduce quite a number of changes because it's now C++
After landing
coding.
procedure.
But we're working
After
on one or
landing
two
procedure.
things post This is a development version.
Vim,
Yeah.
in Discord, look above your head. Just go up in the Zibo group. You'll see the Zibo pilots group. Then it's got Zibo info and then explain 12 changelog. Go read.
After
It's up with
landing,
everything in
procedure
there last night
complete.
when I couldn't sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Tommy, it's partially solved. Okay. So previously what happened was the spoilers would deploy and I could activate reverse thrusters, but I could not increase the reverse thrust because the spoilers would lie down. Now the spoilers are tied to the reverses when it only comes up when I
Flaps
pull
up
the
and set.
reverse thrust, which is wrong. That shouldn't happen. It should work independently. And at least now when I move the thrust lever forward to increase reverse thrust, it remained on until I went back to idle reverse and then they lied down, which they shouldn't. You see, so everything in the spoiler should be linked to this lever. Okay, now look at this, Mac. Look.
Yeah.
Look at our displays. Ah, come on, man. Wrong button. Look where the ailerons are now and look where the elevator is. So they're wrong again, you see?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Flaps
Look
30
outside.
set.
That's what we're
Look at
going to
them.
do. Yeah, you can see the aileron
Yeah.
is
Up,
pointing
and the
down.
other one down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that one's
Up.
Up. Yeah.
See?
Now, I know I've got a Bravo yoke, but I haven't got Bravo throttles.
You've
Gonna have
got the alpha
to-
yoke. I mean alpha
Yeah,
yoke.
I've got the Alpha yoke. Yeah. What I'm getting at, we're going to have to see if it happens to my hardware installation. I hadn't appreciated whether it has or not.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to work here with my fingers. Right, so you can clearly see this one is lifted. So the aircraft is going to want to roll to the left.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, and that one is lying down, so going to lift that wing. And then the elevators, if you go and look at the elevators,
That was...
you can see they up. They are lifted, which means that you can have a nose up tendency now. If you were to take off right now, the nose will lift. See, they're up.
No, that's up. That's going to drive the wing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Push the nose up.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, let me do it this way. So, move forward.
I'll have to do a recording. Of course, need a couple of people to watch just to see whether it's hardware related, Nico.
Yeah. Well, if it's hardware related, it means that something is too sensitive. Something is reading a value from somewhere that it shouldn't.
Well, it's like with the Thrustmaster the other day, finding that problem that if you've got Thrustmaster throttles, the Airbus ones, it installs software for the rudder pedals, which you haven't even
Flaps
got
up and
installed.
Wow. Okay. Okay, Magnus, good night.
Neil will confirm this. We helped somebody out because they'd got real problems with braking. And it was just by luck we spotted it. Night, Magnus. Thank you.
Yeah, what a story, huh? What a story.
But the actual aircraft is nice and stable in flight and everything at the moment.
Look, when I disconnected, even though it had the roll displayed. It didn't roll. 2 versions ago, ask Uncle John, he had it, I had it, shortly after each other. We said, oh, what happened there? I mean, the moment you disconnected, this thing pulled violently to the left. I mean, so violent that you had to grab it and bring it back.
It's like we know there's one problem with version 4, and that's like speeds in the hold.
Yeah, but that's fixed now. In my versions, it's fixed.
Yeah, in the development ones. So for the next release, if anybody does notice that, it's corrected for the next release.
Yes. Yeah, Tommy, he's gonna have to bite hard on that one. Chew a bit. I'm probably at a very wrong parking, but it is what it is. Yeah. Thank you everybody for watching and enjoying it with us. I hope you did.
Yeah, thank you, Nico.
We're going to see you guys next time, but right now I need seriously like just chilling out a little bit.
Go to sleep, Nico.
Monday night.
Ready for shutdown procedure.
Send Zibo this log and